kind of like a Christmas Eve feeling right now. So it's been a long week trying to keep your mind off it as much as possible and just enjoy, I don't know, I guess the warm weather, be outside as much as you can. But it's hard not to think about Game 1, and now that it's finally almost here, it's more exciting now than earlier in the week.
You got games 3 and 4 in Edmonton. There's over 2,500 miles between there and here. What are you doing on the plane?
I'm just going to play poker. That's it. I guess I know them more than probably most guys by playing in Calgary, but we just had the one playoff series against them that they won and played them a bunch in the regular season. But there's a lot of different guys over there. I was just saying earlier, I don't even know if I've faced Skinner yet since he's been on the team. Maybe I have, but it's different. It's definitely different over there. They're playing great. They're a great team. Finally got to watch some of their games against Dallas, playing every other night, in our series and their series. So it was good to watch their games. They played really well and ultimately deserved to win the West. So should make for a great final. Yeah, it's been amazing. This is the best place to live, play. It's been unreal. The guys are so awesome. It's a really cool group of guys. It's the trainers, everybody. Everybody made me feel so welcome from day one, which I think led to success early. And now 2 years later, we're going back to the second Cup Final and hoping to have a different ending this time. So it's it's a very good time to be a Florida Panther. I'm enjoying it. I love being down here. I love playing here. It's been, the best thing for me, so I've been loving it. Yeah, I got the Amazon crew with me over the last little bit. So, no, I still don't really know what it's ultimately gonna look like, but I think it's cool for we love watching all those shows, whether it's the golf, the tennis or the Formula One or whatever it is. It just kind of gives a good sneak peek into how athletes are on and off the ice, I guess. So I think it's very cool, and it's a great idea by them in the NHL, and I'm sure everybody's gonna like it, I'm assuming. What's the most Hollywood thing about me? Oh my gosh, absolutely nothing probably. So this is new for me. He's got a 1970s Hollywood mustache, not so much anymore.
Matthew, when you have the support of the community as well as the fans and players around the league, what does that mean to you? And also, two-part question to this: what is the first thought that comes to mind when you think of Edmonton and also with so much history in your family? Of course, you've seen history throughout the years.
Yeah, well, first of all, the support around here has been amazing. It keeps growing almost daily from when I first came, and when I, going back to when I first started playing in the NHL for Calgary, coming down here, 2016. It's night and day from what it is right now, and you see the success that the team's having, and it's only helping everybody in the community. And so many people are into hockey. People are coming up to us left and right. In Fort Lauderdale, or I've been in West Palm and Miami the past week, and both places all the way, both sides of it are just so excited. People are talking about hockey everywhere in South Florida, so it's really cool. And I don't remember your second part.
The first thought that comes to mind when you think of Edmonton and all the history, and especially you come from a hockey family as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of things that could pop into mind.
Yeah, no, I'd just say the first thing that comes to mind is, when you play a team in Canada, there's a different type of, I guess, passion and spotlight, and everybody in not only Edmonton but Canada is going to be glued to their TVs this series watching. So it's definitely you see playing in Calgary, you see the passion that Canadian fans have, and I don't think it's much different from the fans down here right now, to be honest. Everybody's into it, and it's going to be a great series. Sorry? I don't know. It's been, I know last year was booed every time I touched the puck, but this year there was nothing, so I have no idea.
What's it gonna be like for Paul Price? I mean, he's been doing this a very long time. He talked about the stairs, so just to win that cup for once, after a 30-year career and everything. And what would it be for everybody, but obviously for him?
Yeah, I mean, he's coached, I don't even know the amount of games and the amount of hours he's put in, and he's such an amazing coach. He's the best one I've had. He's gotten me to become a better player than when I first started here, and just kind of everything. So I've got nothing but good things to say about him. He's got a ton of respect for him, and I think all the players, first and foremost, you really want to win it, for yourself and your teammate next to you. But I think a guy like Paul, this would it means a lot to him, from all of us, seeing what he's done for us the past 2 years, and we definitely would want to get it for him.
How do you good when you're gritty? Like the team plays well when it plays gritty. Is there a way to bring that element without getting the refs too engaged at the same time? Because obviously I respect their power play. So can you kind of have both discipline with that grit?
I don't even know if we play that gritty, to be honest. We just play like hard, whistle to whistle. You guys, I'm sure, have watched us the last couple series. There's really nothing going on, or all year. Like really, there's nothing after the whistle. There's no nonsense or really chirping or anything that's not just playing hard whistle to whistle. So I think that's probably a big difference from last year. We were more physical in that sense, and this year we're super disciplined. I'm not just talking like not taking penalties, but discipline in your routes and your shift length and setting up the next guy. So I'd say our team discipline as a whole has been our biggest achievement so far, and probably our best asset right now.
That gamesmanship between the whistle stop, annoying people, that was a big part of your game for a time. Is it just not as necessary now because the team game is a little better and you find that same style?
Maybe that's fair. I'd say that used to be a part of my game that now it's pretty non-existent anymore. So I've kind of learned what works, and what works is playing as hard as I can for 30 to 45 seconds. Well, sometimes I take the long shift, so 30 to a minute, and just leaving it all out there and coming back to the bench and getting rested for the next one. There's no need to waste your time doing extra stuff.
Your relationship with Jason Tatum went back. Talk about how cool it is to be in the final zone. Have you had any communication with him? And what's that like for you, knowing that two young guys coming up are in the championship?
Yeah, it's actually really cool when you think about it, and I think everyone from St. Louis, whether they were going to watch it or not, with having both of us in, like I'd say there's a lot of people, especially kids we grew up with and families and people that know us. They're pulling for both teams, so it's super cool to have that support back home for not only myself but for the Celtics as well. I know I'm watching the games. I watched the game last night, so I think it would be unreal for Chaminade and for all of St. Louis if we can both win it. I'm definitely cheering for him. Yep, definitely.
It's kind of a fun one. How much money would you be willing to spend to rent out?
How much money would I be willing to rent out? The answer is a lot, but the good thing is I don't think we have to. I think they might just give it to us.
Matthew, we saw you at the end of that game. You said to someone, I told you we'd be back. How high was the confidence, the belief that you would be back this year?
Yeah, we just had a lot of confidence this year going into playoffs. We were building our game from – we really just got off to a great start of the season, so we were kind of building the whole way. And going into playoffs, like we've had a tough – much like Edmonton, you play some great teams on the way to get here. Us having to slay the Dragon with Tampa first round, play Boston, who in my opinion is physically one of the hardest teams, if not the hardest to play against in the whole league, and then playing the Rangers, who are the President Trophy winners. So we've had a tough road to get here, but just that belief has grown series in, series out, and the farther we go, the more belief I have.
What is it saying that to?